What is going on, everyone? Uh, yeah, it's been like a few months since I've made anything. And by a few months, I mean like I think I haven't done anything since like last summer. Completely my fault. That's my bad. Got out of the loop of being consistent, of like actually doing stuff, and then it fell apart right then and there. But that is now over. Um, I'm gonna do like a rewind pretty much on if anyone remembers like my old like Facebook videos that I used to make. um I'm gonna approach it like that. uh it's not really like a story because I don't want to tell the story, but it's kind of connected to like what I was up to and like what's been going on. And that pretty much is on dating today is now, like what it's like as far as like 2018, 2019. I would say what dating is like in 2019, but I'm a month in. Uh, I mean, yeah, kind of accurate though. Yeah, January's been kind of rough, anyways, and January was like the longest month ever. Um, but besides the point, if you've ever been in like a long relationship, and then you become single, you're like there's two people. You either jump like into another relationship fairly fast, or you kind of wait like months and months, or now years, I guess. But you get into like this situation where you kind of don't want to do anything. For me, for instance, and in previous videos, I pretty much said the same thing. Like, I was just working. Like, I just wanted to work. I didn't want to do anything. Like, I was just doing my thing. Over the past like 2 years, I'll talk to some people here and I'll talk to some here. It wasn't really much. It wasn't really anything. There's been like two almost kind of serious things, but they ended up just falling apart due to, you know, all kinds of different things. But again, this is gonna be like completely like off the top of my head. What I think like for people my age, obviously like from like 18 to like 26, 27, this is like the group that I'm really talking about, just because like for us it's there's I think the most distractions like that are going on. You have people still figuring out like what they're doing with school or work. You have people who are either deciding to go into the military or not going into the military. People are moving out for the first time, or people are trying to find like their career like paths or goals. And the biggest thing is people still don't know who they are like as a person. They don't know what they're like. They don't know, anything. They don't really know themselves. And like it's cliche, but it's like if you really don't like have self-love, it's like you can't like love somebody else. It sounds really stupid, but at the same time it's like it's really true. I see it all the time, even to like some of my closest friends. They'll rely on a significant other's um, emotional support, and that's toxic, man. Like, because then it's like you'll become adapt to just wanting to be with that person, or you'll just want to be with them just because it's like, oh, they make you feel good. And dude, like you can't do that. You can't do that. But starting off, it's like when you first get started like talking to somebody, that that time frame and like that like relationship or like that talking stage is become such a great area now, where people will go on dates and people will mess around and people will do stuff for months and nothing's established. Like, we don't know what's going on. Like, no, we're not together. We're not really even friends. Like, we hang out sometimes, but we talk, but we're not really allowed to talk to other people, kinda. But like, it's there's no like what I've experienced. There's like little to no grant. Like, there's nothing. No one knows what's happening. We're just kind of going with the flow, and before you know it, they cut you off or you cut them off or vice versa. I mean, personal experience. I won't say when or who, or I don't think anybody even knows who she is. But was talking with somebody for not that long, like at all, and then we hung out like a handful of times over like a few month period. And obviously there's like situations that you try to avoid, um, usually entirely, but it wasn't as avoidable. So it was very like go with the flow, like, and then afterwards it was like, dude, like that was a mistake, like that shouldn't have happened, and it kind of tainted it going forward, I think, in my eyes. um i think I think especially now, like being in the situation like head on, a lot of people, um they'll either like go kind of fast, or they'll take it insanely slow, and the vibe will get killed. People don't like, and then you'll want to either move on. You'll either be the person that wants to move on, or you'll be the person that's waiting for that person to like step up to the plate, pretty much. Say, hey, like, like, hey, what are we, like, what do we like? I think the biggest thing now, like with that gray area and like why it's not established, like the biggest part of it is like the communication part. No one knows, again, what's going on because no one's really talking. I'm gonna send you memes. I'm gonna tag you in posts. Like, I'll send you a good morning text, maybe. Like, and vice, like, that's not really like communication. Like, communication is probably like the biggest like deal breaker. Um, Not only for myself but for a lot of people. But I see a lot of people will sacrifice that just for they look better, or they have a good job, or they have their life together, and it's like, dude, you still got to be able to talk to that person. I don't care if they're a 10 with a dream job and their own spot. You're pretty much dating a zombie at that point, and you're just dating them for what they have or what they are. Like, you're not even dating them for what they are, what they look like. 18 to about 26, 27, I think, well, everybody needs to be like on the same page. Now, like going forward, it's like if I think I want to start talking to somebody, it's establish it from the get-go, establish it from the start, like when you start talking to that person, like, hey, I want to eventually either be something, or if it doesn't work out, we're cool with being friends afterwards. That usually never works. It never works ever. But in the situation, it's like, hey, I think we're better off as friends. We'll just stay as friends. 9 times out of 10, pretty much, it doesn't work. You guys end up stopping talking in general, and eventually both of you guys just move on. Um, but that's becoming really much of a trend. Is people will, boom, they'll talk for a couple months, they'll mess around for a couple months. One person wants one thing, one person wants the other, and then they'll just cut it off, turn it off, go to the next person, and it's like continuous of like, who knows like what is happening. There's a quick rant. I don't even want to make like an established video of this. I do eventually want to tell a story, of what happened to me. It wasn't like a dating. Well, it kind of was like a dating situation. I do eventually want to like tell that story, just because it's either going to be a bunch of people who are going to relate to it, or a bunch of people are just going to find it hilarious. I did have a lineup of videos that I made, but due to, I guess, my mental state, I deleted them because I didn't want to do it anymore. I do thoroughly enjoy making videos, and probably in the next few months, I will I will actually be making like a little bit more higher end videos. Really got into like video editing, like just really been working about the last year. I haven't really been doing much outside of the Washington trip. I have not done anything. Um, it's really just been gym, wake up, go to work, go to the gym, wake up, go to the work, go to work, go to the gym, come home, eat, sleep, do it all over again. I mean, that's pretty much been like my life, essentially. I do look to changing that in the next couple of months, and I will be making a video about that as well, on what my work will pretty much be going forward. It's not really going to be the regular hourly job, and so to say, anymore. It's gonna be exciting though. I am super excited to like make more videos. Obviously, I'm gonna have a lot more free time, so to say, not really like stuck in one spot working. It's gonna be me working like doing other stuff. And I'm gonna be talking about that later. But again, message, like, share, do everything, whatever. And yeah, pretty much. And I'll see you guys in another video. I do have another one that I'm making like literally Tuesday or Wednesday. And yeah,